good. That's all good.
Hi. I have a flat affect, like I don't have a lot of expression, which has served me well with the family interventions. I'm already crushing on this guy right here. Because on the onset, you know when you're scared to do something, like the first date. Okay, so I lived in Boston, and I was one of the only white person at a Macy's in Cambridge. And I was like mentored and inspired by the black people because I have body shame. Like when I shower, I wear scuba gear. So I'm not like completely at peace. And I would be so inspired by these large black women, and they were confident, and they would wear these really tight jeans. And they didn't have camel toe, they had camel foot. All right, I'm not going to be booed off the stage yet. All right. So I worked with a lot of black guys, like 18 to 24, and you know, it's like I didn't date a lot in Phoenix, and then I go to Boston, and this black guy comes up to me and he goes, "I want to do you until you get scoliosis." Right? Okay, he was writing my personal ad. Like, you know, just improv. It was like improv, he was writing my personal ad. But I was like, can't we just get down until I have a sprained ankle? Or maybe like, you know, maybe a hip issue. Like, scoliosis, it seems so permanent. Not that the memory of his sexual power would not be permanent enough. I just didn't want a spinal injury. But everything was beautiful until I made this nearly fatal mistake. Are you ready? Lean in. I was craving mashed potatoes because no one has really satisfied me as much as mashed potatoes. Can I get like some agreement? Like, or now, are we going to divide up in fraction, on the power of mashed potatoes versus baked potato? Is that, I don't want to create controversy. Mash, yes, thank you. Yeah, it's emotionally satisfying, yeah. Mashed, completely emotionally satisfying. So I made this though, I'm like surrounded by black guys, which I'm going to be every day, like, of my work life. And I'm, you know, we're down. I'm down like the OPP. I know, I'm tragically unhip. Okay. So, she can't get it. What? Okay. Because I know I can't get a lot. So why do you tell me? All right. So I made this like near fatal, like we almost had to call in the NAACP. I said, is there like a KFC nearby? Because I was craving mashed potatoes. It was not a political comment. So everyone was like, that is so wrong. That is so wrong. I know, thank you. Yeah. I'm starting to feel the sympathy. It was completely unintentional. I had a food craving. Okay, once again, I have body shame. I have to return to food. Okay, so I'm on the Charles River. I'm sitting on a bench looking out the river, thinking about how I need to improve black-white relations with the mashed potato debacle. As you can imagine. So this guy comes up to me and he goes, you know, if you go down on me, I'll pay you. Like, I'll give you money if you go down on me. But, I got a little nervous. I got nervous with this request because I thought, what if I don't do a good job? Will I end up owing him money? I mean, can you feel me? Can you dig where I'm coming from? Right? Come on. You never know when the teeth is going to come out at the worst possible moment. I know. How do you think I feel? And then, how do you value that with monetarily value that? Okay? And then how do you refund the money if something goes wrong? It's a dilemma. So I have had a sexual experience which would shatter my confidence really until I collect Social Security. I met a guy and I went back to his house and I had a cocktail and he's like, I'm told that if you have your cocktail with a straw, you'll get buzzed faster, you'll get drunk faster, So I was like, all right, put the whole pack of straws in my drink. So the culmination is that I attempted to give him a head. Once again, I think people have experiences, but maybe they don't want to openly talk about it. So I attempted to give him head, and he did not rise to the occasion. Yeah. It's happened. All right, so thankfully I am almost done. Okay. Which is not unlike what the guy said. Okay. He was not wearing a turtleneck. But that is good. Yeah. Also, that brings up a question that came up this week. That, a potluck, if you go to a circumcision, to bring Prince in a blanket to a potluck right? But what do you do for the party after the funeral? What's a good thing to bring for that? Okay, but I digress. Okay. So, the guy afterwards, he's like, in the car, he's like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. And I said, you're embarrassed. You're not the one dealing on low-grade carpeting with Asian porn in the background. Okay. Really? We couldn't end on a high note? Were you did I just bring the tempo down? Really? All right. So we're going to wrap this up, but I want to mention there was a woman that came to see me perform every time I performed in Scottsdale, or some of you may call it Snottsdale. And she had told me about how she bought liquor at Bevmo. Do you guys go to Bevmo or one of those things? She's like, oh, it's really cheap. They have the sale. It's great. And you're stocked up. It's in my trunk of my car. It's great. And I said, how long does it last? And she goes, you're really putting a lot of pressure on me. I said, no, I meant the sale. How long? All right, I really want to thank Tony for supporting me and being here and facilitating me. Thank you all for laughing and coming out tonight. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Keep it going for Miss Rebecca Shea.